From Pakistan's side, they have been very dilatory. For 5 years, Pakistan has not been allowing India to go ahead with the construction of these projects. So it's a very good decision and long overdue.
Pakistan is saying every issue actually has to be taken to the court of arbitration.
No, India cannot be bulldozed in that manner.
Well, this is indeed the first time, but I must say that it's a very good thing that the government of India has done. Rather, I would say it is long overdue, because while India has been very sincere in the implementation of the Indus Waters Treaty signed, 60 years ago. But from Pakistan's side, they have been very dilatory, very absolutely delaying and not allowing India to avail of its rights under the Indus Waters Treaty for the 3 eastern rivers, the Bias and the Satluj and the Ravi. And specifically in this case, what the notice is about is that for 2 hydroelectric power projects in J&K, this is the Kishan Ganga project and the Ratle hydroelectric power project, for 5 years, Pakistan has not been allowing India to go ahead with the construction of these projects and raising one kind of technical objection after another, even on the design and so on. And then there was a decision that, okay, we can have a neutral expert. But then Pakistan, in addition to having a neutral expert, also wanted a court of arbitration. Now, that's not allowed under the treaty. You can't have 2 resorts under one point that you have.
Pakistan has been certainly less than sincere in implementing the Indus Water Treaty, because there is a dispute settlement mechanism under the Indus Water Treaty, under which if there is a difference of opinion about any particular project, you see this relates to what are called the 3 western rivers arising from the Indus. The rivers are Indus, Chenab and Jhelum. So when India is doing any, let's say, basically they are called run of the water projects, that they don't take away the water. It is just that they use it, what is called non-consumptive use of water. So in this, Pakistan is raising rather, I would say, as I said, not helpful. They're meant to be sharing in the spirit of cooperation. But what they have actually done is, under the dispute settlement mechanism under the Indus Water Treaty, first the 2 commissioners on both sides, they actually meet and discuss if there are any issues between them. Thereafter, if they realize that there is some problem, then the first step for that is that they approach the World Bank for appointing a neutral expert. It's actually an important matter, and the spirit of cooperation, the way the treaty actually has been so far been implemented, despite Pakistan's intransigence, we've actually done everything from that point of view. In fact, there have been some other violations in Pakistan where India actually has not raised those issues. But as I said, that somehow they just want to make, it becomes a kind of a pressure point, so to say, because you have some differences with India. I talk about Jammu and Kashmir all the time, and therefore say, okay, we are going to create these problems for them. So it is not really a very, I would say, a very kind of a reasonable approach, because it affects both countries. The waters pass through Jammu and Kashmir, and they go to Pakistan. And waters are needed in Jammu and Kashmir without violating the terms of the treaty for the development. Like these are called the run of the water projects, where the water actually is, a waterfall is created, and that is used to run the turbines for generating electricity. So no water is being taken for irrigation or any other purpose, or diverted into a lake or whatever. So all the issues that Pakistan raised had been settled by the court of arbitration in the Kishan Ganga case, and they just keep raising this issue. So I think the government wants to take it seriously, and we are wait and see what Pakistan's response actually is going to be on this. Yeah.
What I'll say is, let's go back to the year 1960 when this treaty was signed. It is a common knowledge that India went out of the way. They were much too generous as per the treaty to allow so much of water to them, even though on technical and on other grounds there was no justification in it. But India did it out of goodwill, because they wanted to promote good relationship. It's only 13 years after the independence. So we thought, okay, let's start with it. But they have not actually gone by the spirit of that treaty. they are now changing the terms of the treaty. How they have done it? They have gone and asked for arbitration and kind of an award being given by an independent body. This is not provided under the treaty which was signed in 1960. So once their intention is not clear, secondly, they have not really done anything to improve our relationship. They have actually fostered terrorism and encouraged forces to enter from India and create trouble. So that vitiates the atmosphere. And since you have taken the initiative, that is Pakistan has taken the initiative to go and ask for arbitration, it's India's turn now to respond to that. And our response is, since you are violating the IWT treaty, let's sit down and talk on the basis of facts, and we will talk about the technical details, what is required, what is not required. But these things will come out only once we sit down across the table. You know our point of view. You are just going to the international bodies and trying to malign India's name. No, India cannot be bulldozed in that manner. It will appropriately respond, and this is not an aggressive response India is making. It is an appeal to come onto the negotiating table, talk about your case, and listen to what we have to say, because you're going by just one-sided view, and our side view is not taken into consideration. So basically, therefore, India's response is positive, that we feel that the Treaty 1960 does need reservation because it's you who has violated the treaty. And so let's inform you where you have gone wrong, where we have been more than generous, and if you're not satisfied, let's talk about it.